What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to your daily dose of transfer content, and today is going to be Tuesday the 30th of June. We have got confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there will be a new video in your sub box. And finally, today's question of the day: what console are you planning on getting? The Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5? Right, let's jump into the first confirmed deal, and for me right now on Monday at about midday, it still hasn't been announced, but that is Arthur going to Juventus and PJANIC going to Barca. I know it's been featuring in pretty much every single episode now, but even yesterday for me on Sunday, what day is it? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. We got an update from Fabrizio Romano saying Arthur has signed a 5-year deal until June 2025, and PJANIC has put pen to paper on his deal with Barcelona. The official confirmation is imminent, but we're still waiting. But even if it's not already confirmed, it'll probably be the last time it does feature because we know the details now. I've covered pretty much everything. It's 17 million euros for Arthur and 16 million for PJANIC. And next up, Hearts have signed Craig Gordon on a 2-year contract. That's after the Scotland goalkeeper rejected a new deal to stay at Celtic. The 37-year-old was offered reduced terms to extend his 6-year spell at Parkhead, but he wants to play regular first-team football to try to add to his 54 Scotland caps. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has confirmed he expects Angel Gomez to leave Manchester United. That's when his contract expires today. He will go on a free transfer, and in regards to his next club, we're not too sure just yet, but he was linked to Chelsea a couple of months ago. Former Germany striker Mario Gomez has retired from football. That's after scoring in his last game for Stuttgart. The club will return to the Bundesliga next season after sealing promotion, and Mario Gomez has now played his final match. Fair play to him, had a fantastic career, most notably I'd say for Bayern Munich when they won the Champions League, and I wish him all the best in retirement. Ivory Coast and former Chelsea forward Solomon Kalou, who is now 34, is close to agreeing a free transfer to Brazilian side Botafogo. The forward will be out of contract at Hertha Berlin today, and he is in talks with the Rio de Janeiro Giants, who have already got ex-AC Milan midfielder Kazuki Honda on their books. A club official has said they are hopeful of getting a move for another former Ivory Coast international over the line soon, and potentially that could be hinting towards Yaya Toure, who has been linked to Botafogo for a few months now, and they're still trying to work out a deal. Levante midfielder Enis Bardi has emerged as a shock transfer target for Arsenal. Spanish outlet Onda Deportiva claimed the Gunners have already submitted an offer for the 25-year-old, who's attracting interest from a Bundesliga club as well. It doesn't name what club that is, and they also don't mention how much Arsenal have offered, but maybe he could be the replacement for Guendouzi. Leicester are the latest team to show an interest in Atalanta's Timothy Castagne. Le Temps Sport claimed the 24-year-old is already being monitored by Paris Saint-Germain and also Tottenham, and he told a Belgian TV show that he wouldn't be able to turn down the chance if either PSG or Tottenham come calling. But if both those sides decide not to make a move, he has got another option in Leicester City. They are ready to make an offer for him, and they could be his plan B. Chelsea have been given a transfer boost because of Ajax's manager Erik ten Hag. He has suggested that 27-year-old Argentina defender Nicolas Tagliafico and Cameroon goalkeeper Andre Onana, they both could leave the club this summer. While 23-year-old Dutch international midfielder Donny van der Beek, he's another one that could be on his way out. He's been linked to Manchester United mainly, as well as Real Madrid, so Ajax could be losing 3 key players at once. Liverpool have been looking at Marseille defender Boubacar Kamara as one of the possible reinforcements for the summer transfer window. The French side don't want to lose him, they need to sell players to get financially stable. They would consider offers in the region of £27 million, and that story is again from Le Temps Sport. And a second Liverpool rumour now, this time from Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo. They're saying Liverpool now have placed an offer on the table. That's for Wolves star ADAMA TRAORE. The Reds are one of a number of clubs who have made offers to take the Spaniard away from Wolves, and he's a player that I called the other day he's a freak, in a good way. He's just such an unbelievable option off the bench most of the time. Even as a starter, there's not really too many defenders that can deal with him. His pure pace and acceleration is probably the best in the world, I'd say. And you add on top of that the freakish strength he possesses, he is a handful of a player. And before this season, he was pretty much just running a straight line and hope for the best. Whereas this campaign, he's even added the end product there. He's working out when to release the ball, got a great cross on him. He's starting to turn into a fantastic player. ESPN are saying that Burnley's Dwight Mcneal is a subject of interest from Manchester City. Pep Guardiola sees the 20-year-old as a possible replacement for Leroy Sané, who has been tipped to join Bayern Munich this summer. Though for the Sané situation I mentioned a couple days ago, Bayern only want to pay 40 million for him, so they may wait a year and get him on a free instead. But as that report does suggest, if Sané does go this summer, Man City have already got a target lined up. And next up, Gazzetta dello Sport are saying Inter have hit a sticking point in negotiations to sign Sandro Tonali from Brescia. The Italian giants are prepared to fork out around 35 million euros to sign the Italian midfielder this summer. However, Brescia owner Massimo Cellino is holding out for 50 million, and he has also been linked to Juventus, Barca and many other top European sides. There is definitely not a shortage of interest. Manchester City have opened talks regarding a deal for Bournemouth defender Nathan Ake, and this story is from The Athletic. The Dutch centre-back has starred for the Cherries over recent years, and he is seen as a potential long-term option for those at the Etihad Stadium. City have been linked to a lot of different centre-backs so far because they have failed to replace Vincent Kompany, and their main target does still seem to be Kalidou Koulibaly from Napoli. Its next story is from Calciomercato, and yet again it does include Manchester City. So they are saying that Inter are planning a potential swap deal. It would involve sending Milan Skriniar to Man City, and the player heading to Inter would be Sergio Aguero. Man City have had a long-term interest in Milan Skriniar, and they could be prepared to let their record goalscorer go to Inter as part of a deal and send the 32-year-old Aguero to Inter Milan. They have currently got Gabriel Jesus, who could be waiting in the wings to take over his role in the squad, and City again are linked to another centre-back. Do I believe this rumour? Maybe for the Skriniar part, but I can't see Man City letting Aguero go. Okay, it turns out that Arta will be featuring yet again, and the reason for that is because the deal has been announced and we now know the final details. So Barca confirmed the fee is 72 million euros as a base fee, and then a further 10 million in additional add-ons. And he will remain at Barca until the end of official competition this season. That means he will be finishing the La Liga campaign as they do try and battle Real Madrid for the title, as well as finishing the Champions League in August. And just like I mentioned at the very start, PJANIC will be going to Barca as well, but for me right now that one hasn't been announced. And next up, Atalanta have signed Simone Muratore, sorry if I said his name wrong, is from Juventus for a fee of around 7 million euros. The South Korean TV station KBS is reporting that Hwang Hee-chan is on the verge of a move from Red Bull Salzburg to Bundesliga giants RB Leipzig. The two clubs have already agreed on a transfer, and he's set to be the replacement for Timo Werner. He's a player who scored a fantastic goal against Liverpool at Anfield in the Champions League last season, or this season should I say, and apparently the fee is just 10 million euros. The reason I sound surprised is because back in the winter transfer window, Wolves tried to sign him, and they were quoted about 20 to 25 million. Obviously, RB Leipzig and Salzburg have got a very good connection, and that is why a deal is much cheaper. The Daily Telegraph are saying that if Bayern Munich meet Manchester City's valuation for Leroy Sané, which as I mentioned a couple minutes ago, they probably won't right now, if they do so, Man City will look into the possibility of signing Jack Grealish. He's a massive target for their rivals Manchester United, and he would cost a massive fee, but he is seen as a replacement for Sané. And the final bit of information today is going to be 2 contract extensions. Both are for Juventus and both are new 1-year deals. So Gianluigi Buffon, who is now 42, and Giorgio Chiellini, who is 35. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do out good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous episode will be down below at the top of the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there will be a new video in your sub box. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.